What's up? What's up, everybody? It is episode, what were we at? 14, Planet Xbox Podcast. Light party here today, but I'm sure Jez and Cycle will join us as the day go on. But I do have a guest in here today, joining from our other podcast. Jimmy B's here. What's up, Jimmy?
Hey, what's up, Smooth? What's happening?
All right, and Panda is here as always.
Yes, I am here.
And those looking for a gaming addict, he's in the middle of like a nightfall, so he may show up, he may not, depending on how that nightfall is going. So best of luck to him with that. So there's a lot of things going on. If you guys don't mind me asking, Jimmy, what you getting into today? What games you been playing this week?
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to break it down my platform. That's what I got going on. My rotation on PC is currently Zombie Army Trilogy, and cross between that and Xbox One. I'm playing Wolfenstein, trying to get reacquainted with that, and on PS4 I'm playing Yakuza, which I'm getting ready to start now.
Yakuza? How? Oh, you haven't? Oh, have you ever played a Yakuza game?
Yeah, I played Yakuza before. It's a lot of reading. It's like a lot of reading. It's a pretty good game when you get into the action, but it's like a subtitled anime. You just gotta kind of get through a lot of reading. It's a lot of reading. It's like a lot of reading. It's a pretty good game. That game. It's good, but you got to be up for all that reading if you want to get the whole story.
Gotcha. Sorry, I had to the sound had to bleed in, so I just stopped that. But yeah, see, I was thinking about getting, because I always hear people talking about Yakuza and stuff like that, and I've seen like a little bit of gameplay. It looks like kapow type gameplay, but I figured it'd be fun. But I haven't gotten yet to jump in. I don't think I've even played a Yakuza game, but just curious and getting into it. Hold on one moment, guys. Just
No problem.
take the floor for me right quick.
No problem. Yeah, so he went completely dark, but yeah, the Yakuza game is pretty. The Yakuza game is okay, man. It's the mechanics of the game that pretty much make it interesting when you're fighting and stuff like that. I mean, that's the core of the game, but like I said, it got an RPG element to it. So
I love Yakuza. I played Yakuza 0, and then I got to play the Song of Life at E3.
Oh, you were at
that
E3?
Okay. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I haven't played a Yakuza game in so many years. If I said I'm a Yakuza fan, I'd be a fraud. Last Yakuza game I played was like a last generation. So I'm not gonna lie about that.
Sorry, I'm making a lot of noise right now.
Okay, so that must be the Jez guy in the chat. I mean,
Yo, what's up, man?
That's the man, Jez.
What's up, man?
Yo, what's up?
How you feeling, man? All right?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Feeling fuzzy, huh?
Yeah, feeling fuzzy.
So, Jez, what you been playing?
I've been playing Madden and been playing Destiny 2, which I like a lot. I skipped over the first one. I think I joined when it was the what was it, the Taken King?
Taken King. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people jumped in when that came.
Yeah, but the ship has sailed like when that thing came on. So like I really tried grinding and it wasn't fun by itself.
I don't know what happened to my Hangouts. It like went dead for a minute.
Yeah, we didn't see you. We didn't see you. We didn't lose you.
Who's writing jizz is in the house? It's Jez, not jizz.
Somebody said jizz. Oh my god, that's horrible. That is horrible.
Back on my name.
Oh man, that's funny.
He said,
yeah, so Destiny 2, I like it a lot, and yeah, Madden, pretty much those two, and then some PlayStation stuff like the Uncharted, The Lost Legacy, which is pretty awesome. That's good.
Yeah. Panda, what about you?
What are you talking about? I'm sorry.
What you been playing?
Destiny 2.
Oh yeah, I should have known that. I mean, because I've been in a couple.
Yeah, I've been playing Destiny 2. I was on there right at 11 o'clock Central Time. I pressed on that button and played a waiting game, but
yeah, like
it was still fun once I got in.
Yeah, I've the games that's been in my rotation has been Destiny 2, which I just finished like the base game. So now I got to participate in all the other events. I recently beat Uncharted Lost Legacy. That was some weeks ago. I'm currently playing Knack 2 and NBA Live 18 as well. So those have been like the 3 games in my rotations: Knack 2, Destiny 2, and NBA Live 18. And I stopped playing Madden because every time I play, I throw at least 4 interceptions. So the only time I'll pick up again unless BG or Hard 8 is trying to play, but I don't think they're going to be playing on Xbox anytime soon, and I am not dropping $60 on Madden just to play one of them. So we'll see. However, the thing I want to say about Destiny is that that's not a game you can play casually. I tried doing casually, and after one day, everybody else have vehicles and their light level is super high, and I'm like, well, damn, I can't join you guys in anything. Can somebody help me like through the story so I can keep up? It was just like, it's just frustrating because I want to play, I want to pick up and go and be able to, but I can't because I can't keep up. Everybody's like light years ahead. So I just finished the base game, and man, that game is very stingy when it comes to achievements. I mean, you beat the game. I've only got 2 achievements to show for it, and that's for doing like a community event, and the other for hitting level 20, which it took like literally like 24 minutes to unlock after I already achieved defeat and whatnot. So I don't know. I mean, it's only 13 achievements in the game on the Xbox. I don't know how many trophies that may equate to on PlayStation, but there's only 13.
Same thing. It's usually the same. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's 13 achievements on Xbox, and they all seem pretty like they don't seem outrageous, but it's not very rewarding. You literally have to do like everything to get those measly 13 achievements. So, and you guys know I like my achievements.
They're changing. Yeah, I'm actually surprised it's only 13. Wow.
Yeah, 13. Mm-hmm.
Well, so it'll be all that DLC they're gonna add. The rest of the game.
Yep. You better believe it.
But it kids me. It's funny because you said that about everybody have vehicles and stuff. Because it is annoying when you land in a world and like everybody just spawns their little like jetpack thing and they go flying off and you're like trucking it along.
Yeah.
Like
here I am jogging for like 20 minutes to get to the event. Like okay, it's like I had.
I was like a scrub.
Yeah, I was playing with Dizzy. I was playing with Dizzy, and I was like, all right, can you just like leave your vehicle here? Maybe you can summons another one, and I can take this. And it was like, no, it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. So he would literally have to fly ahead in advance to start shooting at things just so I can be like accounted for in the event. Like it's ridiculous.
Because you got to like check into the event. Yeah. So like, because I tried doing that. I saw a public event just ending, and I ran over to the loot box, and it says you didn't check in. You can't get this loot. I'm like, oh man, that sucks. I thought I could just like soak up some loot. You can't.
I did a patrol by myself. I don't know if that's of any importance. But I did.
Yeah, you can do the patrol. Yeah, you can do all that. I do think that they have a lot of those, even those challenges, like those those little missions that they have. Those challenges, they're pretty cool too. Yeah, it's really so much better than the first one. Dropped you, and it was just like good luck, and you had that Peter Dinklage thing talking to you all the time and making smart remarks. It was annoying. So yeah. They definitely, and I'll tell you one thing, the campaign type or like the main missions, it gave me such a Halo feel, like when you jump into tanks in someone's, and yeah, like, and they play the music and stuff, and it gave me a little Halo feel, a little Halo nostalgia.
Bungie, baby.
Yeah. I will say this though, Destiny 2 definitely has one of the greatest soundtracks I've heard in a video game, and I don't know if they'll get credit for that this year. But hopefully they do. I don't know. It's definitely award worthy. Like they should be praised for that. Because for every mission and every major moment, they just had like the perfect music, like to put you in it and get you kind of like in the mood. Like especially during that. I don't want to spoil anything. I mean, I don't even know if Destiny's spoilable, but if that's even
the story
a word.
is. I'll do it.
Yeah. So yeah, I forgot. You know how me and Jimmy gets blamed for spoiling crap. So, yeah. So I won't. It's just this one part of the game where when you're about to head for the climax, it just have like a big it's like a big deal. That I like what they did with the music and with the scenery on screen. Was just an amazing job they did. Overall, the game's cool. The game's cool. I just don't like the fact that I can't play it casually because then I like a bum compared to everybody else. So.
Yeah, but I think it's a lot better though than like the like a Borderlands type where it's that leveling system and you really feel like if you miss it you're gone. Like at least you can catch up a little bit in Destiny. It's not as bad as Borderlands.
All right, everybody like the damn game in here. Let me say what I gotta say because I got my crap to talk about this game real quick. I actually do like the game, but my problem with the game is not that the game is bad or that it's fun. It's the practices in the game. I know you guys are gonna talk about it probably, but my whole problem with the game is like I played the first one and beat it. I got to level 30. I got to the light levels and everything. I got to the raids and everything. Like the game. The game wasn't bad. But what I noticed in this one that I don't like is that things like shaders and stuff, you can get the shader, but then you can only use it for one item, and then you got to re-get the shader, and you know all of this loot crate crap and all of that. This is stuff that they put in the loot crate that you actually didn't have to go through in the first game. And I don't like that they put that in this game. It's like a whole lot of microtransactions, and it's just kind of like watering the game down to me in my opinion. That's why I didn't buy it.
I kind of like the whole shader thing.
No, I don't like that because in the first one you didn't have to go through that. You didn't have to grind for shaders like that. Like if you got a shader, the shader was there for life, not one use, and then you got to re-get the shader. You got to farm for shaders.
I like how they.
I
understand where you're coming from. I think the thing I like about the shaders is that you can individually put them on each armor. I don't like that it goes away.
Right.
But I like that you can put it on an individual piece of armor and kind of customize it how you want it.
Yeah, that was in the
instead of putting an all-over shader.
Yeah.
In Destiny? Are we talking about Destiny?
No. You said individually, no.
Oh.
Like when you put on the shader, it matched. Everything matched.
Yeah, but I don't like the everything matching. I like to
you like
customize
the individual
it.
Pieces.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
You like individual transactions.
I don't like having like whenever you put it on your armor, you can't. There's not an option to take it off that armor. I don't like having to
it's gone
get it again.
Use it. And then if you don't use that
armor,
armor,
but I do like that you can put it on an individual piece of armor.
Yeah, that kind of sucks to me. That's like one of the things that suck about it.
Yeah. Along
with that 1 year for Xbox too, by the way.
You said what?
That 1 year wait for DLC for the Xbox version.
Oh yeah, we had that.
Which I mean, they probably won't even do that for PC.
You know what?
The Xbox.
The thing about now I've shared my opinion on that, the whole 1 year wait stuff with the whole Destiny content stuff being like, I think that's probably some of the worst like practices in terms of like exclusivity like that I've ever seen, like in video games. There's still stuff for Destiny 1 that hasn't hit Xbox version of Destiny 1. That's insane.
That's baffling. That's just like amazing.
That is insane. And my thoughts on it when it comes to like games like when I think of stuff like that, it's like, okay, I personally bought the $90 version of Destiny 2. And I'm a dummy I'm a dummy for spending that type of money for it. I didn't have to do it. But I kept thinking to myself, even with the $90 version or a $60 version, I feel like the Xbox version should be a discounted version or a cheaper version, because I feel like at the end of the day, no matter how much money I spent on this, I'm still not getting.
You're behind. Yeah, you're behind.
What all that's in the game. And I think that's horrible. I feel like when you have stuff like that, when you have practices like that, the version that's going to have the less content should be discounted. Otherwise, we're paying more for less. It's like when Xbox got Tomb Raider and Dead Rising a year ahead, the whole game, when it finally got to PlayStation, it wasn't a $60 game anymore. It was a discounted rate. It's like, come on, like and
they got everything.
Yeah, more than what the original Xbox version got.
Yeah, Game of the Year edition.
Yeah.
Huh?
If you get the Game of the Year edition, cheaper price.
Yeah,
well, everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Yo, Psycho, you there? I look like
yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's going on? Good, man. How you doing?
Good. We got Jimmy in here tonight, so I know you're familiar with him.
Yeah, we got Jimmy the superstar in here. What's up, Jimmy?
The superstar, my ass. You the superstar. Psycho, what's up, man? What country you in today, sir?
I am home, brother. I am home.
All right. I'm in Cycle. What up, fam? All right.
Yeah, so Psycho, as I was asking people as we were starting the show, what games you currently working on right now?
The games I'm currently working on right now. I want to get Knack. I pretty much finished the games that I was playing already. I just finished the Uncharted. What is it? Lost Legacy.
Yeah.
I just finished that. I finished pretty much all like the PS4 exclusive stuff, Horizon Zero Dawn, and I'm just waiting to get Knack. And then after that, man, I don't know, whatever else comes next, I'm on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You can't be enjoying all these PlayStation exclusives, dog.
Hey,
I'm sorry. This can't be happening around here.
Stop playing.
No. This can't be happening, man. I'm gonna have to take your Xbox badge from you, dog.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, you know,
remember, I got accused of not being an Xbox fan and all kinds of ponies for the same stuff, man. You can't be doing that around here.
No, sir. But I did want to play Destiny though. I heard it's a really good game. It's
a really good game if you didn't play Destiny 1.
Yeah, I never played this. I played Destiny 1, but not like that. Like I didn't play it. I played it for a little bit. And I just didn't like it. But I hear this one is a lot better. There's actually a story in it, from what I hear.
Yeah.
See, I play games. I'm old school, so I play games for the story, and everything else is like extra for me. So like, I want to play Destiny. I want to play it because I hear a lot of good things about it. So I want to check it out. So I'm gonna pick that up on the Xbox. Yeah. So, see. It's
a good story. It's not like the most amazing story.
Just to give you a heads up,
it seems epic though. Like it seems like it's like
an epic story. The cutscenes are epic. The story, the story is good. It's all right, but it's not a crazy drawn, flesh out story. You know what I mean? There's a lot of in betweens. You know what I mean? There's maybe 4 planets.
Now you gotta give them their props though. They did way better than the first one with the story.
Yeah, put it together.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah,
because they tried to rely on the website to tell the story.
Planets, the maps are a lot better too.
Yeah.
They have like mines and stuff like that. There's a lot more variation to the planets.
They put like a lot more effort into that.
Yeah, and the missions take you to different areas. Because I remember Destiny 1, you do the mission and you basically would just run through the same area you just ran through. And like one door will be unlocked or something like that. And yeah, they definitely made this like you go somewhere else with this.
Yeah, they give it more narrative, so you know why you're all over those places.
Yeah, not a lot of babysitting missions either.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I should be doing the Nightfall right now. That's the reason why Gaming Addict's not here. But once certain events come up, they don't want to play with me anyway because I'm not powered up enough, and that's because I played it casually. I didn't play it freaking hardcore to be on the same level as everyone. So that's what hopefully, as long as there's somebody there with me to allow me to ride with them during these raids and everything, I will be fine. But when people get so far ahead, they don't want to, come back and carry the next person through with it. So that's where I kind of lose. That is going to determine how much I put into the game, which sucks because I spent $90 on it, but that's my fault. So
nice.
Yeah, I was playing with Dizzy and Bella last night. We were doing strikes, but I wouldn't have been able to do it by myself.
Wait. So Gaming Addict is not here right now because he's doing a raid?
Yeah, he's doing a Nightfall.
This is crazy, man.
Nah, you know what? I can't even say that because I know how serious he is about that game.
Yeah. Gaming Addict's the type of person
like that's his thing.
That would literally change his work schedule, his real life work schedule around Nightfalls and raids and events.
Man, I'm waiting to see him at one of those esports. He's gonna be at the Destiny 2 esports event.
He living up to his name though.
He is. Gaming Addict, especially when it comes to Destiny 2. And Gaming Addict wasn't even a day one Destiny player for Destiny 1. He jumped into Destiny 1 in I think the following January, and within a matter of a month he put in hours, more hours than people who had it day one. And it's insane. Ever since then, he's been hooked. So he's kind of pushed me. He helped me finish the game and got me up to a level 20. He helped me do that the other day. So shout out to Gaming Addict. Though I am ticked off that he's not here because he's playing Destiny. So
that's funny. You be like, where he at? And then you go see him when your friends just rocking that shit.
Yeah.
Yep. That's hilarious.
No, I can't blame him. I know that's his game, man. But see, that's what I'm thinking about Destiny 2. It looked like it depends on when you got into it. See, because I got into it before any of the DLC, and it was alright. But I heard like after they put out that Taken King DLC, that's when a lot of the hardcore guys came in and loved it. So I think it really depends on when you get into that game, how much you're gonna like it.
All right. So, and I'm sure we're gonna revisit this if Gaming Addict joins. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt he's gonna.
Yeah, those things take a long time. Yeah, those take a long time.
So one thing that's been popping all over YouTube and Twitter is PewDiePie and his recent PUBG stream. That's gaining a lot of traction, causing a lot of talk, and a lot of believe it or not, it's a lot of divide. So before I give in my 25 cents, and I definitely like to hear any of you guys' thoughts on this, and if it's a big deal to you or what you take from this. He had his stream. He already has his apology video out.
Oh, he did. I didn't know.
Yeah, he did that this morning. So.
I just think it was stupid. Like I just think what he said was dumb. I don't know if he's a racist. I don't know. I don't listen to enough of him to know if he's a racist or not. But at his age, he's 27, 26, somewhere around there. Like you should know at this point was right to say and was not right to say, especially somebody that is he's like the biggest YouTuber or something like that, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
54 million subs, like 54.7.
That's crazy. Like, and at this point, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's his ignorance or if he's just saying this stuff just to get his name out there, because obviously he knows how to get his name out there. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I just think it's a dumb thing for him to say. I just think the whole situation is stupid, especially for the people that are trying to defend what he said. Like, we all should know that what he said was wrong. And I think he knows what he said was wrong. So people out there defending him saying what he said, I think that's silly as well. So, I mean, that's just my opinion on the whole thing.
Well, this is how I feel. This is my thing, because I was talking about this morning on one of my streams. It's the whole thing about the word, right? Okay, the context. This is my problem. People are defending the way he said it. And I'm like, look, is there a right way to say this word? So my problem is the people defending the word saying, okay, he said it this way versus it being said that way. You cannot say GGER any right way. That's my problem with the word. It's okay. People want to take this word, GGA versus GGER. Listen, it's either two separate words or it's one word. There's no right way to say the GGER word. That's my problem with this. Yeah. Because people are saying, "Oh, y'all taking it out of context." First of all, if you're saying y'all, you sound racist right there. Yeah. Secondly, if you're saying there's a way to take NIGGER out of context, you need to tell me how is that possible? Because I don't understand how this word being said that way can be out of context.
Yeah, but even if that, you know what I'm saying, there's girls, I know some chicks that call each other bitches all the time, right? Yeah, right. Shut up, bitch, be quiet, you know what I'm saying? But I know not to go to her and say, man, you a fucking bitch. Like, I know
exactly,
that because that's just not something that's just not something you say to her, right? So for him to say that, like, he knows that's some shit he just shouldn't say. Like, you can't defend that.
I know. My opinion is that he's there's no way to say that word. It shouldn't be said at all, and especially for him, knowing that he's streaming, people are watching him, he's a public figure, and to say that's inappropriate, and I just think it's unprofessional if this is what his business is. You know, you could ask. There's no right way to say it, but you could ask Hulk Hogan what happened. His was in private. He had a secret video, and they took him out of the Hall of Fame. They pulled him out of the game. And Hulk Hogan was like, he got in trouble with that. Then look at what's her name? With the lady that cooks. What the hell's her name? She got in the whole big thing to it.
Martha Stewart?
No, not Martha Stewart. The Paula Deen. Paula Deen. But he should have repercussions for it. Like if YouTube really wants to put policies on there, I know that they'll probably hurt their revenue and stuff like that. But they should really suspend him for for a month, see what happens, let him lose subscribers, get repercussions, not just do an apology video and let's move on from that. Like it's inappropriate, and if people are going to advertise with him, make money, you got to have some sort of representation, and and that's why people pulled out. I think the last time he had some anti-Semitic videos, or some Nazi stuff like that. So he had some weird thing that he was he said, or he was promoting,
or something like that.
He had some weird thing.
Okay, so I used to watch him a lot, but I don't think this recent thing is something that should have been done. It should never be done. But in the whole thing that kind of labeled him as a Nazi, he was on Fiverr, and he was sending, you know, so much dollars to have people make little like postcards and stuff, and he sent it off to these guys, and I don't think they even know. I don't think these guys even know like the English language. They're from a different country,
right?
So he sent that off, and he said that he was watching through the videos, and he didn't think these guys were actually going to do what he sent off, and they did. And he was saying in his video for that, his I guess reaction to that after everybody like dropped him and everything, he was like, listen, I didn't even know that they...
That's a great excuse, except he used the video.
And it was but you know, it's
that was the thing that made it bad, that he used it.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. He said that he didn't know that they were going to do that, but he still put it in his video.
Exactly.
And he still put this in his video too. If he thought that it was going to make his career like as a YouTuber go down the drain, which it pretty much did, and ever since then he's been making really horrible videos. I mean, he was doing that kind of before he was starting to...
Uh-oh, we got a confession. Are you a PewDiePie subscriber and watch it? Uh-oh.
Kind of. No, I did a long time ago. Like when I did a while back, and then
57 million subscribers. It's almost impossible that
one of us is not a subscriber. But everybody I've seen says they don't watch them. I haven't made me anybody that watches his videos.
Well, no, I used to watch him. I used to watch him all the time, and then I don't know. He just something happened. I don't know what happened, but
he fell off.
he made money. Yeah, that's what happened.
He made money. Yep, I agree.
He was fine, and then it was just like a really, really strong fall. It was like really, really bad.
Because he looked like he don't want to do it in his videos.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He whenever every once in a while, we'll still see some of his videos come up and stuff like that, and it'll be just videos of him talking, and it's just him talking about how, you know,
when he's complaining,
it's fine that nobody watches it and all this stuff, and or he still has subscribers. It's fine that he's not getting any more commercials on his YouTube videos, but he doesn't feel like playing games anymore. And I think that's what happened a long time ago, and it's just getting worse from there.
Yeah, until they give him $100,000 to promote a game. Oh, look who just popped up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wonder if that.
It's up to YouTube. You know, YouTube
was successful.
YouTube puts the content restrictions up. YouTube should do something about it. You know, the thing is, they don't have ratings on these videos and stuff like that. And of those subscribers, how many are kids, and how many hear him say that stuff? And you understand racism exists. Like, you're not going to deny it does it. But the thing is that when you got public figures saying that kind of stuff, it kind of makes it people think it's acceptable, and it's not.
That's my problem right there, what you just said. The fact that most of his subscribers are kids, and if nothing's done about this, what's the example being set for them going forward?
Exactly. Exactly. There's no content restrictions. There's no like.
That's my thoughts too.
Hey, warning! Don't click this video. Like, there's no regulation on it, so it's scary. The kid just kicks on the video, saying, "Oh, he's playing Minecraft," and he's saying that kind of stuff. It's it's not right.
Yeah.
What's up, Addict?
Very, very, very frustrated right now.
I know what happened. I already know what happened.
Was it?
Yeah, it wasn't successful.
No, it's not that. We were doing fine, and the Xbox Live parties just took a shit. And then if I can't communicate with anyone, obviously nothing's gonna go right.
Oh shit! Don't take it out on nobody in the house. Breathe.
And then I join a party, and they're like, "It's your NAT issues. It's you." No, it's them. Shut up.
Yo, he's actually
oh man, that sounds like the host advantage excuse I used to hear all the time in Gears of War. Like,
let me be a good boy and tell him what I'm about to tell him. You should have got that shit on PlayStation.
Oh,
then I'd be playing it by myself.
Yeah, and he wouldn't be nowhere near the level he is now.
No, I'm just fucking with. I had to say that.
Oh man, so yeah, we were talking about we first started, and we'll eventually circle around back to Destiny, but we were talking about Destiny, talking about the games we're playing. We obviously know that you're playing Destiny 2, and now we're talking about PewDiePie, and his and the latest scenario that happened with him. Did you have any thoughts?
No, I'm white. I can't give comments on that.
All right.
No bullshit. I think that's actually smart.
All right. Let me tell you guys a story. Let me tell you guys a story, right? And this is the only reason, when I said it on Twitter, like, I would have been over the PewDiePie thing, and I was over it. The only thing that made me kind of furious is the amount of people trying to justify it, and the amount of, you know, other people trying to tell us of who are the offended ones how we supposed to feel. And then so that's what bothered me, is because it's like, hold on, like, you know, letting over his apology, it doesn't matter. That stuff wouldn't bother me. I'm not going to like completely hate the guy. It is what it is. I'll wake up tomorrow and another day will start. But yet my Twitter and my YouTube comments is full of people attacking me for being offended. So I'm gonna tell you a situation that happened, right? Me, Gaming Addict, Spill, and a bunch of other people that were white, that were in a party, right? I'm probably, me and somebody else is probably the only, maybe I'm the only black person in the party, right? We're all in the party, we're talking, I don't know what game we're playing, we're all talking and stuff like that, and this random kid comes in and just like had like the NIGGER on complete repeat. Like, he not a song, it was just him saying it. Just him saying it.
You gonna see a lot of that now, though.
Yeah, I know. It was just him saying it. He was like, and then so one of my dudes, one of the dudes like popped him out of the party and whatnot, right? You know what I mean? It was just like, this dude's like, this is ridiculous, right? And so now, after that happened, everybody in the party that's still in the party, they're still white, right? But none of them attempted to justify the actions or let me know how I was supposed to feel. We're just like, you know what I mean? We kicked them out of there. We talked about it, whatever. We moved on. Like 10 minutes later, it wasn't a thing. You didn't care about it anymore. There wasn't nobody. I didn't feel the need.
Dude legitly said it for 10 minutes.
Yes,
straight, like,
it was just
like, oh, that's crazy.
And the thing is, it's like,
to this day, he's in my DMs trying to be like, I'm not racist. I'm like, okay.
Oh my God.
No, but I be wondering if people just be doing that just to troll.
Yeah. So when that happened, it was just like, whatever. It's like, okay, obviously I dealt with stuff like that before. It's like, whatever. It's like, how I deal with it is how I deal with it. So no problem. The problem is with like the whole PewDiePie thing. Yes, some of us blacks come out and we talk about it and share our displeasure with it. And then you got all these people coming out the woodworks telling us how we're wrong for feeling that way and how we're giving the word power and all this other stuff. And I'm like, yo, it's like, stop trying to justify. And then they want to throw us, oh, but what about when you guys say things about use gay terms and all this other crap? And I'm like, it's like it turns into, it was just pretty much a world of arguments between me and a bunch of other people over the past 3 days of the scenario. And I was like, this could have been left alone if you guys at some point just stay out of it. It's like, it doesn't matter if it offends people that aren't black. That we understand that.
I'm amazed that people keep.
Why?
Go ahead.
Like, why would it be bad that you're offended if, you know, other people in other, you know, sexual orientations or other races get offended as well by slurs and stuff like that? It's the same thing. Like, you're gonna get offended just as much, you know, with another slur that as everybody else is. So, I mean, I don't know.
That's why I think they should have content control, because I don't think any type of language should be on those things. I think that
people shouldn't be getting upset that Smooth is upset, because if somebody called them something bad, then, you know, they would be upset about it too.
Oh,
and
everybody has commentary now. Even if you spend your money wrong, people have something to say.
I had people tell me the nerds, well, sometimes gaming situations get intense, and a lot of people aren't gamers. A lot of people that are complaining aren't gamers. I'm like, wait a minute, doesn't matter what type of gaming. I could be losing 50 to nothing. I'm not gonna think of the worst offensive word to say just to let off steam. Like, come on, I don't care how bad that. And you guys see me rage. I
honestly think PewDiePie strategically does shit like this to keep himself in the news.
I agree with that.
That's
what that felt like. That's exactly what it felt like. And not for nothing, guys.
Because I have
a video. Let me just say this real fast. Bond did put out a video today, and if you watch it, he actually said, well, late last night, he actually shows him saying this on another occasion. So this ain't the first time.
Yeah, it was like he was playing with it. He was like, "Oh my God, you freaking!"
Yeah, just to be shocking. For that edgy.
I've watched my fair share of PewDiePie content. This dude, he's always been the rebel of the group of the higher ups on YouTube's. He wants to say the stuff that gets him in the news more. Because, okay, how many videos have been made about this man? He's probably the most searched thing on YouTube right now. All the traffic going, he gonna go from 57 million to probably 60 million by the end of the week.
Yep, that's true. I gotta admit, that's exactly what I think this is too.
Right, had his apology.
And, you know, it's like I was telling Kid. I was like, look, like, you know, you could still support PewDiePie, but at the end of the day, it's like, look, can we not call an apple an apple? Can we not at least say this man was wrong? Like, how are we justifying this kind of behavior?
Mm-hmm.
Well, remember that everybody tells us how we should feel about that.
I'm sorry, I just read some in the comments. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Wow. Yeah. I see. Yeah. Okay. I see something interesting too.
Okay. But yeah, the thing is at one point I do think like what PewDiePie does, and a lot of these dudes do, PewDiePie, iDubbbz, all of them, the whole 9 yards. They do a lot. They're always, you know, push the line to like to get that next hit or to be in the limelight, and it definitely works. I mean, why not like do things that are controversial, you know, to keep up. So, but like I said, it doesn't mean it has to be acceptable, you know. And I feel like all over, you know, Twitter and YouTube is like we're being told to accept it, and even people and there are people who are black who are fine with it, but that want to turn around and, you know, feed you in the face of like, oh well, it doesn't offend me, so you shouldn't be offended. Oh, but you use the NIGGA, and like they don't know the difference between gold ropes hanging from your neck and regular ropes being hanged from a like regular rope. So just like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of these people are blind, they're ignorant, and don't really and really don't just sit there and take the time to think of the young history of that this country has, and that like the racial tension that we have in this country, and it's not old, you know, it's still young. We're talking like
and you know, it's like Robin Gayman said, like, look, like, I completely understand that, you know, in certain, you know, a lot of other countries, you know, that word literally has no meaning. It's something that people say with slang like crazy, but at the end of the day, you know, you're taking, it'd be different if it was someone who, you know, was just this.
What countries do they say that word is a slang word?
I've talked to a bunch of people on Xbox Live that live in other countries that word literally holds no power around their area.
I've been a couple places too, and they clearly know the difference between nigger and my nigga. Like I went to the Philippines a couple weeks ago, and it's like people are talking like, yeah, my nigga, because it's like the hip hop scene. So they hear that, they hear us say that a lot here in the U.S., and so they're following that.
Well, see, that's my point. It's like
they'll say my nigga, but they won't say the NIGGER word because they know better than that.
That's my point. Like, out of anyone that would know, see, people might know the structure behind the word, but unless you're, you know, American, you don't know. Like, we deal with a race war here all the time. Like, it's constantly barbashed us in the face. So we know the what's the word I'm looking for? The consequence to that word more than, you know, someone in well, I wouldn't say Brazil. Where is what's his name from Robin Gaming?
Was he like Romanian or something?
I don't know, but you know, we would know more than, you know, someone that lives.
Well, let's talk about where PewDiePie is from, because he's Swedish.
Oh, it doesn't matter where PewDiePie is from. He's the biggest YouTube channel in the world. He knows better. Point blank.
From Sweden.
Yeah, he's Swedish. That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't matter. He could.
That's more serious to say than
he could literally live in the world where they say that in casual conversation. You're the biggest YouTube channel. You know your American audience takes offense to that. So there's no denying it.
Right.
Oh my! This Mafia online free thing is everywhere, man. It don't matter how many times I ban it, block it.
You still so mad about Destiny, by the way, sir?
No, I'm not mad at Destiny. I'm mad at people trying to tell me I can't expect my parties to work correctly.
Hey man, you know you need to shoot them that message on Twitter.
It doesn't matter. I've made countless videos, shot the messages on Twitter. That's the problem when you keep redoing the dashboard. You're constantly having parties crash.
I love the new dashboard.
I love it too. I'd love my shit to work too.
Wait, y'all got the new dashboard?
Yeah, I just got the color edition. Like I think like today. Like I had the other one for like for probably a week now.
Best one they've ever had.
Yeah,
is this the one with the transparent background?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best dashboard Microsoft's ever made.
Whoa.
I just can't like. I'm.
It's clean. It looks nice. Everything about this dashboard is 100%.
No, it's more organized.
It's different.
It's way different.
My home screen is legit, dude. The way it's what I needed, how I need it.
Yeah, they did organize
like, the way, because I just like to cut the way what I can do to my home screen. Put in like people like Addict who appears offline a lot. I just put him on my home screen. The way that it's set, it's fine. It doesn't look all ugly and whatnot. But I can, if I want to invite him or join a party or stuff like that, I don't have to go through my friends list or anything like that. I can just scroll down wherever I have them placed on my home screen and just go from there. The games that I'm currently playing, like for example, Destiny 2, NBA Live 18, and Gigantic, are on my home screen as like when I go to them, it's like more of like a hub, you know, like pretty much like when you're on PlayStation and you go to the game and you hit down and it opens up everything about that game. It's like it's like that pretty much, that you can have it set up to be on like your home page. So it's my recent stuff, my pins, and then it's like my top 3 games that I'm playing, and then Gaming Addict, and then some news.
I didn't mess with none of that. I'm in the preview program.
Yeah.
But, you have to be in a high ass tier of the preview program to get it though.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's only 4 tiers. There's only 4 tiers, right?
No, there's like 6 or 7.
What?
There's like 4, and then there's like 3 that you have to be active to even qualify to be in.
Yeah, just answer the questions. You could keep doing those.
You have to be like a level 3 or higher to be in the lowest tier, than like 6 or higher. And to get an alpha, you got to be like level 12 or 13 or higher.
Yeah, I forgot what we were. But
we're in beta. Both of us are in beta.
Both betas, okay. But no, just final thoughts on the PewDiePie before we get back to more, I guess, relevant gaming things. Jimmy?
Nah, I mean, I don't got nothing else to say about it. I'm kind of over it, tired of it. So
yeah, I know. I drove myself insane on Twitter today, fighting with people, because clearly, like I said, I drove myself insane fighting with people on Twitter about how, you know, I should feel and how I shouldn't give the word power. In that case, I wanted to know who gave the word power in the first place. Like, if they think about it. But
you know what I learned on the internet and Twitter and shit like that? It's like, no matter what happens, somebody can say that, you know, I like eating boo-boo. There's going to be somebody that agrees with that person. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be a group of people that's going to, you know, defend or agree with something that's completely negative or that shouldn't be agreed upon. So, you know, I just brush it off my shoulder and keep moving.
Yep.
Yeah, because I agree with Graham. Man. Like, I don't 100% believe that he may have done that on some "let me be racist" versus "let it be a stunt." I feel like to a degree it was kind of
because he could have used that in way worse contents. He used it in the least worst contents he could possibly have. It was conspired. I'm sorry, he did that intentionally.
That was kind of the impression. I said maybe he did this on purpose because he was getting cold and would get hot again.
Yeah, I don't think
he's like number 1 trending around the world right now, right?
I don't think he thought he would get the backlash that he did.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like I said,
like,
regardless if this man's racist or not, like now
like,
it doesn't matter if you're racist, if you're not. You don't go around throwing words like that, you're racist to anyone. So
yeah,
that's the quickest way to get yourself brand racist.
Yeah, but he's gonna lose some kind of endorsements for that. That's what
you got obviously. All right, now for example, speaking of that, you had the Firewatch devs who wants to remove the file. Was it something like the Verge filed against me? Like not the Verge, VentureBeat. They want the videos of their game off his channel. Like they want to like be able to legally take action. That I think is even regardless of what he said, I think that's wrong, because now you have a policy, right, where you're like, okay, yes, you can stream my games, it's free to stream, to the point where
you can't pick and choose.
You're in the point where you pick and choose who can stream your game. You know what I mean? It's like that's like on tippy toe. He's like he already had the stuff he got in trouble.
But they could do that anyway, though. They could do that.
Anyway. Yeah, but
a lot of people
jacked up because how you have a video his video of their game had nothing to do with the stuff that he was that we're talking about today. He's playing PUBG. I can see if it was the PUBG devs that said it, but we got somebody playing from the video. His Firewatch video was old. Yes, it has over 5 million views and whatnot. But to do a reverse like takedown or file a suit or whatever against him for something that he did in a completely separate, unrelated material, for that, I don't think that's right. Because that, even though PewDiePie is in a wrong for what he said, I don't give a damn what nobody said. He was wrong regardless of it being context, whatever. It was fucking wrong. But at the end of the day, I don't agree with the Firewatch devs is trying to do, because it's like, as a content creator, then you're gonna be like, okay, this is gonna open up a can of worms for like how we get pretty much of what we're able to stream. Sure, Nintendo controls who streams what by not letting nobody stream anything. And sometimes you have like games like Persona and different like types of games that may not allow you to stream or may not allow you to get money off the streams. But that can make it much worse if whatever the Firewatch devs do is successful. So,
but this, you know what? We all face these dilemmas at some point. We all gonna have to go through that. But yeah, granted, he's gonna mess up the system with this. But at the end of the day, I feel like he do need some kind of penalties and stuff put on him for what he did. Because if they don't do that, then he's gonna start doing this with other games.
If the gaming industry wanted to, they can come together and shut down the entire gaming part of YouTube.
Exactly. And we kind of all take a chance when we show gameplay. That's why you got some YouTubers, they actually try not to show any gameplay on their channels.
I mean, look at Nintendo. People got Nintendo sideways, but Nintendo does literally what every other publisher and developer can do at any time.
Yeah.
You know what's messed up about this whole thing? It's why I don't understand. It's completely jacked up, right? Because when I think about things, right, I feel like if I buy, and the same thing goes for music, same thing goes for movies, same thing goes for like pay-per-views, whatever. If I buy an album, if I buy a video game, I pay my money, I purchased it. I'm not buying a rental, I'm purchasing it, right? It's mine. I should have the right to share.
You're not buying, but it's not yours though.
But it should be. I should have the right to do whatever I want with the stuff I bought.
It's not yours.
It would be harder for them to see. People go at people and say, "Oh, they're censoring." They're not censoring. They're just saying that you can't profit off of it. It's illegal to profit off other people's merchandise. Point blank. YouTube is ran in like that gray area of where it could go either way at any time. But for the most part, it's just like piracy. You cannot profit off other people's work.
And the reason that people are getting upset over the PewDiePie thing is not even because what he said is racist. It's because this is where it may shed light on, just like he shedded light on ads being able to be ran on any videos.
Yeah.
Now he's shedding light on the fact that, hey, game developers may start pulling games off YouTube.
Yeah. What's funny is that Firewatch dude, like, when it comes down to it, I mean, look, you can do what you feel like you need to, but good luck convincing other people that millions and millions of free advertising is. I mean, there's not going to be a lot of people that pull their gains from PewDiePie.
Nobody is. They might even retract what they said.
Like, the developers need PewDiePie more than PewDiePie needs the developers.
That's a fact. That's the sad truth.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. But I'm just trying to think. I'm just looking through the chat. People are going off. Well, he apologized right after, and like.
Apologized like a day and a half later.
No, they're talking about during the stream when he said it. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry to mean that. I meant a-hole or something like that." You know,
look, I'm gonna say something that people are not gonna like, but it's gonna be true. Let's be honest, nothing's gonna change for him. We may need to just have to accept the apology and move on, because there ain't nothing gonna change. What we gonna do? Sit up here mad over some shit that he's profiting off of?
Yeah, you know,
making him more popular, getting him more money when he's sitting there like, ha 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 ha. We might as well just take the apology and keep it moving.
The thing is, I'm not even mad at PewDiePie, right? I didn't need an apology, or anything like that. That is just like whatever. It's like I was gonna make my video about it regardless. You know what I mean? I'm gonna talk about it regardless. So the thing is, but I don't have like anything. I hate you, PewDiePie. I'm never gonna like. You know what I mean? I didn't watch PewDiePie much before that. I always heard about him. I watched like the controversial shit that that appeared in the news eventually. So, but the thing is, I was gonna get over that regardless. So my beef isn't with PewDiePie. My beef became with the aftermath of like the people to decide how we should feel, or people telling me, oh, it doesn't matter, or just people criticizing those who had ill feelings towards it. I think that's when it became a problem.
To be honest with you, kid, you on YouTube, you should be used to that. You can't.
You know what? I don't like that, but he's right.
you can't make a video without people disagreeing with you, especially you, Kid Smooth. They're like, let's go to your videos and look at the likes and dislikes ratio.
Yeah, my video speaking out against PewDiePie had a lot more dislikes than likes, and then I think the people who were against racism had to help with the likes button. With the like button, because a lot of people pretty much felt I was in the wrong for like, black guy shouldn't be speaking out against a white person saying N-I-G-G-E-R. Like,
people want us to just not be have an opinion on this. They want us to shut.
They want us to lay on the road and just take like. You know what I mean? They want us to take. This is how I see it. They want us to stop caring about it, so the power of the word can be depleted, so then they can use it regularly and hurt us again with it. So that's how I see it.
The thing is, when it comes down to it, it's like I said, white people can have an opinion on something like that, but the way I've always felt like it, like let's be honest, the white civilization, white culture will never truly grasp that concept. And I'm sorry, like white people's opinions mean jack shit when it comes to that topic. So.
Yeah, but you know what? Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm glad you're saying that, so I can say this. I feel like the reason that they want us to get over this so they could move past what their ancestors did to our ancestors. Yeah, and I feel like it's kind of one of those deep things. It's a deeper thing. So like they don't want to hear about it anymore.
I don't think it's that on YouTube. On YouTube, I think it's just his followers. This is full of lemming.
You got 55 million people. You're gonna have people fight and die for you.
Yeah,
right. So they're gonna come in.
I don't agree with that, because a lot of the people who defend it say they don't even watch his stuff too. There's people that don't watch his stuff that's defending that.
Nah, they lying.
They're lying.
You have 55 million people. I guarantee you 80% of those people watch it but don't secretly want to say it. Because if they come out and say, yeah, I mess with PewDiePie like that, then they're going to be deemed a racist at this point.
No,
so,
I don't think, something's
going on in the
55 million of his subscribers. I think 50 of those motherfuckers is kids.
So people in the chat are going off. They're losing their mind because in the heated argument I got in with Heartache where I called him the N-word with the ER. So people are like, you're a hypocrite.
Don't mention Heartache name in here, man.
No, Heartache's gonna be on this show in a couple weeks.
Okay.
They want me to address that. Yeah, me and the Heartache went at it. I used the word. I definitely apologized for that, and we had to talk about that. There was a lot going on at the time. At the end of the day, there's no like. I don't understand what you guys are, what your thoughts of what my argument and what I said to Hard 8 versus what, and see, the thing is, I know what they're trying to say.
This is a touchy subject. I said
it's a touchy subject, so people want to say because they're what they're doing is bringing it down to the word and who said it. It doesn't. It's like, okay, let's ignore that. You know, both Kids Move and Hard 8 are black individuals. Yeah. We're gonna completely ignore that. Oh, you can't be mad at this white man for saying that. Because you as a black man called this other black man that, and the way I said it was in a mean, effed up way. I mean, there's nothing to hide about that, but I don't care. Use that against me. It's not going to make me change my mind on how I would feel.
Oh God! Someone just said, "I hope the other person turns out to be Obama's daughter." Trust me, if that was Obama's daughter, it would have came out by now.
But it's not going to change the way I feel about the situation. You know what I mean? It's just like it is what it is. Sorry.
Look, I'm gonna be honest, man. That's kind of a problem for us as a group, man. People got to stop taking this word and flipping it and rearranging it. Like, it's either Nigger and Niggea. It's two different words, or it's the same word. We can't use the word and then get mad when somebody else uses it. So that's why we got to stop using that word too, though. Because people make two arguments. Oh, he said Nigger, but he black. Oh, he said Nigger.
I mean, I will agree that I feel like that the strong ER shouldn't be said by either one.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be said. Period.
Yeah, I was completely wrong in my. That's probably like the first time I've probably used that if I wasn't refreshing with somebody else. Had just said. Now, as far as the GA,
what did he say to you that got you all pissed?
Oh, Hard 8. Oh man,
what did Hard 8 not say?
This was during the time when Hard. Ah man, this was during the time Hard 8 was accusing me. He was accusing me of like cheating in Uncharted and trying to finesse the whole $1,000 and stuff like that. And I was so frustrated because this is like I feel like I'm an honest individual. And when I know for a fact I'm not lying or something like that, and somebody's trying to
easy or something, he was saying.
No, it's not. It wasn't that.
What's funny?
It wasn't that. It was when they said I was cheat. They said I cheated. It was before the whole turning auto aim on. It was even before that. It was the fact that he said I was. He said I was cheating. That I went and looked up something and then came back to the game and whatnot. And I'm like. And I was irritated. It's like, because I know for a fact I didn't, but Hard 8 has such a big following. Everybody really like eats up his words, and that would spread on. And I didn't like that because generally when you guys hear something about me, right, or know something about me, it's typically because I said it. The whole auto aim joke is from me telling people I use auto aim. The whole every joke that everybody got on me for everything that people make fun of me about is something that I already revealed to people publicly, and now people use it against me. That's why things don't bother me. But when it's something that I clearly know for a fact that I either didn't commit or didn't do, that's when I just get like livid in rage. Like it's like a different entity comes over my body to like.
You know what the funny thing about that whole glitch thing, and it wasn't really a glitch thing. You just forced a checkpoint, but on Uncharted is anyone that was on you that played Destiny know damn well they've abused that Destiny system multiple times.
Oh yeah.
There's so many glitches people take advantage of in Destiny, the original Destiny. It's not even funny. There is a way that you could skip an entire section of the Crota's raid, the entire section by like jumping up to the top by using a certain relic and forcing yourself jumping up as high as you can and using that relic to force yourself over a big gap that you normally couldn't go over without doing something.
I think the very first time I played that raid, they tried to do that.
Especially on Nightfalls. How many people really want to tell me they didn't sit on top of the pipe on the Nightfall and on Rise of Iron? Come on, you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna need help getting through some of these extra stuff in Destiny. I don't want to be left behind. Like no child left behind. You know what I mean? If you guys want me to buy another Destiny game,
no kid smooth left behind.
Can't leave me behind. You know.
Hey, I grinded and I got you past the story. So
I say just walk around the farm and just wave to people and see if they want to join you. Kid Smooth be stuck at the farm. Because I need somebody to play with. Everybody be cashing in their Ingrams.
All right, so let's talk about obviously PUBG just hit 10 million. It's probably 11 million right now as we speak. When they probably make an announcement next week about that. It's a lot of games are now. Oh, I don't want to say a lot, but there have been games that are looking to implement the PUBG system, the battle. What did you call it? The arena.
Battle Royale.
The Battle Royale style. They want to implement with the success of PUBG. We have Fortnite that's looking to add it. Tell us about that, Jez.
Hey, I was just playing it. That's why I was quiet. I haven't played PUBG, so I'm not going to give a comparison between the two. This is my first time playing a Battle Royale game, like just to get the gist of like what the height, like what the gameplay is like, the uniqueness of it, and Fortnite. From just playing it, like from watching PUBG, it definitely has the feeling of that. You do parachute out. It's basically a copy of it. I'm sure there's a lot of differences. But one of the interesting things with the Fortnite one, which I never played any of the Fortnite yet, I just jumped in and tried the Battle Royale. But one of the cool things is that you could actually building. You could like build stuff, like sort of like Minecraft-esque. So not only are you knocking down everything, so the whole world is destructible. You can knock down trees, you can knock down walls and stuff, and gather materials to build kind of your own fort. Now, granted that the map keeps getting smaller and smaller, so you really can't just build this fortress and then the walls come in and then you can't really hang out there. You have to go in. But it is cool that you could kind of modify the land. So like one of the things I was doing, I was on a cliff and I just started building out brick patios. So I was like out over the cliff looking down at people, giving myself like a height advantage. So it's cool you could like modify the worlds with the crafting. But it was pretty fun. I came in at 16th. I'm sure that the PUBG is probably a lot more polished. There's no vehicles in the Fortnite one yet, and they plan on adding squads soon. But they're in beta right now, and it launches on the 26th for like.
Let me add, that's the most expensive beta on the market.
Well, no, it's part of the game. It's completely independent of the Fortnite game. The game is actually that kind of base building, wave based zombies coming at you, and you craft and build a base, and they come almost like the 7 Days to Die, stuff like that. Like you just build this fort, and it's co-op. So that's the main game. That's what it was presented at, and I know it's going to be free next year. And there's all different types of editions you can buy. The cheapest one, I'm not sure if it's on sale on Xbox, but on PlayStation it's $29 for the base game. It's $10 cheaper than what it launched at $40. I think they're doing a promotion on Xbox also. So it's the cheapest way to jump in, and you could get both that game mode, the main one, and you could get the Battle Royale, which is pretty cool. Like it's cool to play and whet your appetite to prepare you for Battleground or PUBG. But it's pretty competent. Like the shooting's pretty tight, and there's a loot. There's a color-coded loot system, and the crafting is pretty cool. You could set traps too. Like I'm sure you can do it on PUBG, but like you could set like spike traps, and you could just craft like the upper level of a thing. You could land on a roof and knock out the roof and come down the building because it's completely destructible. And it is pretty neat. It's worth a shot. Like it's pretty smooth online. It hasn't lagged too much.
Okay.
And the graphics look pretty good. It's cartoony.
This does.
The original base model is free to play, right?
No, not yet. Next year, it's free to play. Okay. Next year, and that Fortnite is a totally different game. This is a completely different game mode in the game. Like you don't
do
get
anything.
Loot. You don't pull anything out of the Battle Royale mode and get loot or anything yet. But the basic game where you get loot and all that other stuff is the wave-based shooter game. That's Fortnite. They just added this, like basically PUBG clone. They just threw it in their game, and it's a completely different game mode. And next year, the whole thing, Fortnite's going to be free. But right now, it's $30 on sale. It's $40 for the game, and they just added this mode in today. And this is like its own thing. It's basically almost like if Fortnite was sort of a basically like a model, and they just added this game mode, and they have crafting in it, which is pretty cool, where you could build. And I think that's different. That's cool. Like somebody shooting at you, you could kind of build like yourself a little house, like quick to get in, or you could build like a little barrier, like a ledge to give yourself cover in the open, which PUBG doesn't have that kind of crafting, but PUBG also has vehicles. This don't.
Here's a question. Do you guys think that since people are copying that formula, that by the time it comes to PlayStation, something might surpass PUBG?
I don't think anything's gonna pass.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not for a while, man.
Yeah. The thing is,
And there's keyboard and mouse support too. It's interesting. There's you could plug it in for PlayStation at least. You could plug it in and say keyboard and mouse support.
one thing that worries me about PUBG, I feel like it's gonna peak before it even like release. Like it's like, and the thing is, because this is still, remember, this game is still in preview. It's due to what hit Xbox preview this year. The game's official release, like its actual release date. We don't know. I'm thinking it's spring 2018, but it's just like I don't know if the sky's the limit with this game or what, but what it's being able to do in the last 6 months, over 1 million concurrent players, 10 million sold, and this is like a complete word of mouth, grassroots, independent game. Like that.
Really, I don't think it's a word of mouth necessarily, though.
It has no advertising. It's a word of mouth.
No, you gotta understand. The guy that made this game was like, he was a big person in the underground scene as far as Arma 3 and the mods and DayZ, and he has a long history, a long story behind him. He's very, very, very well known. Players Unknown is the actual guy's name.
Yeah, it was a mod for H1Z1.
Yeah,
like H1Z1 did something like that. He did a mod and this blew up.
Yeah, he did DayZ. He made DayZ pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not like he's a nobody. He was like one of those sought after people. They were looking for this game for years. He has a cult following pretty much.
Yeah. It's a
I think that helped jumpstart it, but
10 million ain't no cult.
I think that helped jumpstart it, but I think this is the definition of a game that does really well from word of mouth.
Yeah, because I was like, 10 million ain't no damn cult following, bro.
And I don't think it's gonna be for everyone, and I don't know if the huge success on PC is really gonna transcend that much to console.
It's gonna have some kind of following.
No, it will. No, it's not going to die. It's not going to flop on Xbox, but on console at all. But I don't think it's going to be 10 million on PC and all of a sudden like console's going to blow up. I don't. The thing is too is that it's very like you could land and you could spend more time in the loading screen, land and then get shot, and then basically you're out of the game, and it's like, okay, well, start over again. And it's really like frustrating because like you land and you think you're set up and then they kill you immediately because you landed with like 6 guys in the same area. So some people might not like that. Some people are like, this sucks. And the other thing too is that you're not killing a lot just from like the brief time I'm playing this type of game mode.
I don't think it's really the
like
killing that's exhilarating. I think it's that at any moment some shit can go down. That's exhilarating.
Yeah, and the tension builds up because as you get closer, this is what I was realizing. And again, I only played for like an hour. But like in this type of game design, the loot is increasing because when you kill somebody, they drop all their loot and stuff, and you can see if they have better guns. So as it gets smaller, it gets more intense. People have rocket launchers at the end and shooting at each other. It's definitely I like it. I think it's cool, and I think it's going to be well on consoles. I just think when we see 10 million and all this other stuff and it's succeeding on PC. It is coming to preview on Xbox, which parties dropping. We're gonna have to have a somewhat stable. I know the culling was down for a couple of days. They got to make this, especially since
if there's any game that Microsoft needs to make sure comes out without a hitch, it's this game.
Yes, exactly. Especially since they delayed a lot of games, and now everybody's sort of all eyes on PUBG, and that's the big draw this holiday. They got to be, even if it's in preview. I don't want to hear, lobbies are not working now for the next couple of days and stuff like that, and you drop $30 on it. Oh, it's in preview. It's okay.
I mean, regardless, even if that does happen, you got to blame yourself. You picked up a preview program game. So.
I gotta ask you something. Didn't they say this about Ark? Didn't they say like everything saying now about Ark?
No, Ark does not have any remotely the kind of hype and following that this.
Hold
game.
on, before we continue, I just want to say, get well soon, Panda. She has to head out. She's not feeling too good.
All right, no problem.
Give her a headache. Feel better.
I'll see y'all next week.
I want some of that steak.
Think
you can like air melt some over?
Air melt what?
Steak.
Oh, I don't know how good it would be by the time I got there.
Yeah.
Can you even melt food?
Yeah, Rise does it with deep dish pizza from Chicago.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you.
What?
Get better.
Thanks. I'll
All right,
talk to you
Panda.
guys later.
Peace.
All right, what were you guys saying about Ark?
What did you mean by Ark, Jimmy?
Yeah, didn't Ark, like, people thought Ark wasn't gonna do as well as it's doing? Is what I'm saying. Like, because I mean, don't get me wrong, I didn't care about the game on PC or console or whatever, but
I still don't care about that game.
yeah, I mean, but I'm not. Yeah, not us. Like, I don't care about pub too much either. But what I'm saying is that didn't people say that about Ark? Like, people thought Ark was gonna come to console and like nobody was gonna care about it, and now like it actually has like a good amount of people playing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's when you get to a certain, following, you don't need anyone else. Like, you can literally pay the bills with your core following. It's like Destiny. People say, I don't know, is Destiny 2 even a topic, kid?
Yeah, Destiny 2 was, yeah.
Okay, then I'll save that. But it's like, once you get a certain following, you don't really need to try to pick up new people because you get that dedicated fan base and you don't need anyone else.
No, we get on track here. What I'm saying is, people were saying that y'all don't know if pub is going to do as well on console as it does on PC, and I'm saying that I think it might actually do a lot better than what people think, though.
Yeah, pub is going to do phenomenal on console. I have every.
And you think that that's going to be the one that they add the keyboard and mouse support to?
Didn't they say they were? Yeah, they said they were going to do that.
Well, they said they're coming, but I don't know. I think they might.
I don't think they're going to.
Yeah, they might add it to that game.
They might.
Microsoft won't allow that until they allow the option. Until whoever PUBG or the
it might launch with that option. That's what I'm thinking, that they might be working with it. Because Yabar did say at that what was that Major Nelson show that he had that it's coming soon, and people are thinking that it's going to launch with PUBG. That would be the mouse and keyboard support. Then they got split up playlists and stuff, like, we can't have shooting versus keyboard.
I think certain games are going to get it. I think Halo Wars 2 is going to get it.
I'm just nervous that it's a preview program.
I don't
it's not going to be
see a whole lot of competitive games getting mouse and keyboard support on Xbox.
Well, they're going to put it. If they put it in that game, they're going to have to get.
I don't see. Once they open that door, they're going to have to leave it open.
I don't see PUBG getting it. I don't see Halo getting it. I don't see games that. I'm sorry, like.
No, but didn't they say PUBG is getting it though? I thought they said that.
They kind of alluded to it. He didn't say specifically, but he said it's coming. They're looking to launch it with a game.
Here's the thing, though. Are they going to do, if they do that, are they going to do it the same way they did Halo 5, where your mouse pretty much moves at the, I can't remember how Alex from Press Start says, but he says, like, the mouse support on Windows for Halo is bad. Like,
I heard that. Like, they compensate for it.
I feel like if they do something like that, that's what they're gonna do.
I don't even know why they're even doing it. I think it's silly. It kind of goes against everything that, like, Phil was saying. The reason why he put his games on Xbox and PC, he's like, when I look at the PC game, and that's somebody that's up against their computer, they have a keyboard and mouse. They're playing on that. He's like, when I look at the console game, they're sitting on the couch, and they're different experiences. Now he's putting a keyboard and mouse on the Xbox. That's completely
y'all not understanding. They're trying to merge these two companies.
I agree. Mouse and keyboard on console.
So they're trying to get PC gamers to come to console.
It's not even PC gaming. Like, if you put true mouse and keyboard support, you can bring stuff like League of Legends. The sky's the limit. Then
we could have kept all our exclusives on Xbox and just had a keyboard and mouse support. Then you don't have to worry about the experiences on Windows 10 PCs versus a console PC, because it negates that. Who's going to sit on a 55-inch TV and use a mouse and keyboard?
Yeah,
but. To go with what Jimmy said, I think it's the opposite, man. I think this is just my prediction. I think that they're trying to push us more to PC. The reason why is because the most PC market, they play digitally, right? And that's what I think Microsoft wants to do. Because that's the most profitable way to go about things, as far as digital over having to create a console, have the physical disc and all that kind of shit.
I don't agree with that, because if they push you to PC, why the fuck would you be buying a console?
Yeah.
That don't make no sense what you just said.
What do you mean?
Well,
I
can see.
Why would you push me? And then I turn around. Why would I buy an Xbox? That's the problem.
Why make
Well,
Xbox?
that's the question I ask every day.
I can see where Psycho is coming from with that statement. That
y'all gonna have to explain it to me.
If they would go that way, it wouldn't be like a 1 or 2 year program thing. It would be something they're looking 15 years down the road.
You have to ease it in, and that's the thing. This is what Windows 10 is. This is what Windows 10, and this is what I think. What is that shit called?
I think they're trying to get PC guys to buy an Xbox. That's what I think they're trying to do.
I have to.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but it would not make sense to go spend $500. Look, let me break down my theory that I use on my channel. You buy an Xbox One with the Kinect for $499. Then you buy an Xbox One S for $299. Let's lose the lowest price, $299. That's $800. Then you buy an Xbox One X for another $499. We're at $1,300. There's no way that after spending $1,300, they're gonna tell you, "Hey, we want you to go out and go buy a PC." You're not gonna buy any more.
You're thinking about.
But you're acting like the average person buys all of these consoles.
No, I'm not talking about the average.
I mean, you added them together, like people are buying multiple.
Hold on, wait. See, y'all getting confused.
I don't see how that's confusion.
Is Microsoft? No, it's not confusing for me. It's confusing for what you guys are saying. Is Microsoft selling consoles or selling software?
They're selling their
services and software. They're out of the console business by me last year when they put their exclusives and gave no reason to own a console.
All right, so then, all right, so they're gonna put a keyboard and mouse. I want to make sure I'm hearing y'all right, because you know this is gonna be something that's gonna make a whole bunch of videos later. Am I hearing you guys right? Let me hold on. We gotta get this clear. Bon gonna love this too. Are you guys saying that Microsoft is adding keyboard and mouse support because they want people to start buying PCs instead of consoles?
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying,
giving people options.
That's what it sounds like you're saying.
What I'm saying is digital is the future. That's what I'm saying.
I agree with that.
And what I'm saying is the best way for Microsoft to make that happen is to, I think, is they have to go digital. They have to go digital. They wanted to do this from the beginning, right? They wanted to.
See, you changing the subject though. You kind of.
My question is, why can't you go digital on the Xbox?
We're talking about hardware though. We're talking about hardware right now.
Okay, but I'm thinking these things are going to be services in the future. I believe. Like I just think that they're going to be.
I agree with that part.
They're going to be services. And so Windows 10 is a service. Yeah, exactly. So Windows 10 is a service, and that's the reason why Windows 10 they're building something right now on PC and console. Obviously, Windows they already built it. Windows 10 that is preparing them for a digital future. And I'm not saying they're.
You know why that don't make sense? Really quick. Let me hold on. Wait. Go ahead. Let me say one thing. The reason what you said don't make sense because if PC is what they're pushing you towards, once you get a PC, you don't have to fuck with nothing Microsoft is offering. Sony's gonna do the same thing and make their console. You got PlayStation Now, just like you have the Game Pass, right? Okay. Xbox has Game Pass, PlayStation has PlayStation Now. If your argument is valid, why would when you buy a PC, that still doesn't mean you're fucking with Xbox. So they would never push you into a realm where they can guarantee a sell now on a console versus a PC where they don't know. Hold, let me finish because I'm going based off your logic here. Your logic is that they're pushing people to PC, and I'm saying no, they want PC people to come to console. Why would I give you an option to leave me?
That you're not leaving. This is what they're building. This is what they're building.
No. PC is a gateway to go wherever you want.
Okay.
You don't have to fuck with Xbox.
This is what they're building through Windows 10. This is what they're building. They're trying to build. They're taking tips from Steam. This is what they're trying to build.
They're trying to build what? A cross-platform?
They're trying to.
They don't care where you're playing. They don't care what device that you're playing on. But the problem is in this exploration that they're moving to this the PC. They are definitely making the reasoning for owning an Xbox console not that important anymore. And now they don't care. But by doing that, they diluted the Xbox console owner.
What's the point of an Xbox One X? What's the point of?
What is the point of it if they add a keyboard?
Like I don't know. It just when you guys are thinking about.
Hold on, smooth. I'm sorry, I gotta say this. I just explained to you they're adding a mouse and keyboard because they want people who game on PC. Because remember, let's break down the cold hard facts about PUBG for one quick second. A lot of people who play PUBG do not play it at max settings. So that's a game that may actually look better on console due to the fact that they're gonna optimize it more. So if you play PUBG and you see it on Xbox and it looks better than it does on your beast PC. Because this will be one of those small exceptions where it might actually look better. Now,
but
if you
people
see
turn
this
down the
game-
graphics on PUBG
Right,
to give
thank
themselves
you,
advantage.
Now follow me, because you getting to my point right now. Now, if you see this game looking better on console, you're gonna go, hey, you know what? I might give this a try. But I use mouse and keyboard. No, we have a mouse and keyboard option for you guys.
Yes.
So now you start pulling on the PC guys and bringing them back to console. This is what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I think they're trying to do. They're not adding a mouse and keyboard support to Xbox to get you to buy a PC. No, it's the other way around. They want PC gamers to come to the console. They want to start getting them back on console so that they'll share that ecosystem. That's what they want.
But the thing is that
here's the big thing though. Like, I don't necessarily think that they're trying to push the audience to PC. I think they're going more towards like a Steam box in the future where it's all digital, and they want to get their audience a little bit more adapt to a digital only library. That's why they give you options on we get more sales. You have the option because they are now on the down low promoting digital sharing on Xbox. Like they up the amount of times you can change your home.
I noticed that too.
That's the only way that's the only reason you would do that is if you could. Why would you up the amount of times you could share your home to another console unless they're on the down low promoting you could switch libraries with people more frequently throughout the year. So I do think they're going towards more they want to go towards more of a Steam box in the future. Mm-hmm. But when it comes down to it, it's
see, y'all not giving me my props though. Y'all keep making my point without making my point. If they want to go towards the Steam market, then that means they want to pull PC gamers to console.
But the thing is when they did the Halo 5 keyboard and mouse on PC, you get a lot of people complaining on how that rolls because the way Alex was describing.
It doesn't feel the same.
Yeah,
PC
so
people are never going to get a console. They're
9 times out of 10, if that comes the console, the mouse and keyboard, it's probably going to act like the Halo 5 on PC.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but that's not.
You're talking about a feeling versus what they're trying to market.
Yeah,
what they're trying to market is Windows 10.
I agree. I agree with Jimmy here. I agree with Jimmy on because it wouldn't make sense to put out mouse and keyboard support for the Xbox. Could release a brand new Xbox One X that they put marketing behind, like to promote 4K, just to be like, all right, let's shut down the Xbox and let's make you go to PC where our games don't even sell there anyway.
I agree, and what you guys are saying and bringing the keyboard and mouse support in, if they do tie it into PUBG, definitely they want to tap into that 10 million market and get them to come over. But the thing is that I would like if they use keyboard and mouse support to bring games over to Xbox that you can't play that are PC exclusives, like their Age of Empires. That would have been a great game to bring over. And now, why is that on PC exclusive? Why is that not on Xbox?
Well, if you guys buy it, they will. If you guys support these games on console, they will.
No one's supporting.
Nope, it's not coming to console.
At least you admitted it.
No one is unless you put Halo in front of it. You ain't getting any kind of sales whatsoever.
These guys don't operate on a 4-year.
Well, Halo Wars 2 with keyboard and mouse support on Xbox.
Oh, I can guarantee you that Halo Wars 2 is getting keyboard and mouse support. I can guarantee.
But wait a second, it's already out. What are they waiting for? They're waiting for PUBG because they're going to.
They're not waiting for PUBG.
That's
yes, they are.
They're in the
kickoff.
They're in the beginning of the phase right now of Minecraft. They literally just started it like a month ago.
Oh, Minecraft.
So if they were waiting, why are they doing it with Minecraft right now? Why didn't they just wait for PUBG?
Exactly. Why would they do it Halo Wars 2 right now? They're waiting for
I didn't
PUBG.
say they were. I said Halo Wars 2 will get mouse and keyboard support. I didn't say they're doing it anytime soon.
They should do it.
Did a duration come out of my mouth? How long it's going to take them to do it?
No, but they're waiting for PUBG. They're waiting.
I agree with him on that. I think that is going to be the kickoff. That's like the kickoff campaign.
They're not going to have 10 million people drop PC and say, let me go use a controller.
So they're going to show off with PUBG. I think they are going to show you something with that.
Yeah, Yavar kind of hinted at it. He kind of hinted at it.
It's the perfect. You know why? Because that game runs at lower settings on PC. So what do? Take that game and make it look make it look as good as a PC game or better. And that's a perfect kickoff. I agree with that.
Yeah, and the Halo Wars will get it. I agree when they announce it. But the fact that how is it not functional when the thing's a Windows 10 device? Like it's basically they're waiting probably for the games to support it. But Halo's their own game. Halo Wars, they could have done that. They're waiting for an announcement to tie it into, and it's got to be PUBG.
It would make
because
sense.
there's 10 million or whatever people on PC, and then that's a way to bring over the PUBG crowd to the Xbox console. But I think the bigger picture, though, is that they are trying to move to a service-based kind of cross-platform. You play anywhere, and in that kind of vision, they have definitely affected what the Xbox console owner used to mean during the 360 era, and actually the reasoning to own just an Xbox, because they have taken those exclusives and put them everywhere. You're the only person that pays for online for Xbox Live when the Switch can play Minecraft with you on Xbox, paying $60 a year or $40.
Cycle, you kind of slightly jumping the gun because you know why? Remember, they wanted to actually release this Xbox without an optical drive. So just because they want to go digital don't mean they want to stop making consoles.
I'm not saying they just want to stop making consoles. They want, at the end of the day, they want you to get it invest into Windows 10. That's what they want.
Yeah,
let's be real here.
Hold on, y'all not paying attention. Y'all saying that like Windows 10 and Xbox is on the same level. Windows 10 is not hurting right now. Windows 10 is fine. That shit is doing very well.
Yeah, if Windows 10 is going to be here with or without Xbox.
Yeah, Windows 10.
Well, that's their long-term plan is to get everybody on Windows 10, not on Xbox.
But they don't have a problem getting on everybody on Windows 10. They just update everybody's computer to Windows 10. There you have it.
No, but PC sales are not good. PC sales haven't been very good. You know, they failed the tablet kind of space. The Surface Pro has been good. It's been a good promotion, but the Surface has really not. It's been a good device, but the Windows PCs are just not selling well. Like, it's gone to Macs and it's not the phones.
First of all, what do you mean Windows PCs? You mean Windows software, right? Or you mean Microsoft hardware?
I mean PCs. Like,
you mean like Microsoft hardware or PC in general?
No, PC in general. Like,
so PC hardware.
Windows, yeah, PC, like HP, all that other stuff.
So that's just hardware.
Yeah, it's been on the decline for a while, and it's, you know, these are MacBooks or people. It's just. Chromebooks have been taken over too. Like, it's just been PC sales have been poor, and that's kind of their drive is their PC. That's hence the whole thing. Well, yeah, if you listen to Paul Thurrott and all those other guys in your Windows, you'll see Windows PCs have been on the decline. Like Mary Jo Foley.
There's so many different options. You have Google Chromebooks, which are extremely cheap. So now you're kind of limiting the need of a Windows computer of like what you need. So if you're gaming, you're going to want a Windows computer, or if you're doing more stuff, you're going to want a Windows computer. But for like basic stuff, or even like a lot of businesses when they just need this basic function, they can go ahead and use a Chromebook. And people in the chat are saying what I'm talking about. You're right, that area of the business aspect of it. But gaming PCs
never heard of
actually.
But that's the same thing as hardware. They don't separate the hardware.
Gaming PCs are the ones that are carrying the PC market. Like, gaming PCs that's where the excitement is. That's what people buy. But like the other things, like Word, if I just need Word and internet, people are using Chromebooks.
So look, tell me this: if I'm so far off in what I'm saying, why is Microsoft number one? Why are they putting all their games on Windows 10, which is accessible through a PC? Also, have y'all noticed that they talk about PC? Hold on. Have y'all noticed that they talk about PC gaming a lot more now than ever? Like, they talk about, I just bought a 1080 Ti, and how was your rig? This is all a marketing. This is all a marketing thing, man. They're all like Mikey Barra and Phil Spencer. All these guys are on there talking about their builds, their PC builds, and what they have and what they added.
You're confusing their personal time with like freaking.
No. I don't think this is some kind of personal thing that they're talking about. They're putting this out there for people.
No, but they said the UI.
They talk about PC because they have to also promote Play Anywhere.
Right, and they said that the UI is designed for Windows 10 development to make a game that could run in 4K, also run on a cell phone, a tablet, and this is the way that they cross market.
And we know their cell phone market is
that makes complete sense. Yeah, this is the way to promote all of that shit.
Yeah, I have an article. You just look up PC sales, and for the person that says that, I don't know what I'm talking about. April 12th, 2017, first time in a decade, PC sales slipped below 63 million. It's high, but PC sales are declining.
Damn,
they're not what they. Yeah, I know it's high, but it's still they're declining, and then long term is that piece. They want the PC to stay up, so they are going towards the gaming, and they neglected PC gaming for a long time. They tried to put games for Windows. They tried this. This is like
They
the
didn't
Matrix.
neglect it, they were failing
This is
at
like
it.
Matrix shit. Yeah.
They didn't neglect it. They failed at it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna be trading Xbox.
They're failing
for
at it
PC.
now. They're failing
think,
at it now.
I think we're gonna see. This is I feel like Xbox is always going to be around. I think the Xbox itself will have will feel more like a PC. Like I feel like in the next year or so, you're gonna be plugging your microphone and your webcam and your keyboard and stuff to it to do those things. But I don't think it's gonna. We're not gonna have an Xbox. It's just gonna be an Xbox that functions more like a PC rather than
like an app.
I think it's gonna come to
Like
a
an
point
app.
where people are gonna say, "Why do I need to get an Xbox? I might as well get a PC."
No, I don't think so, because if they were really trying to lean you that way, they wouldn't bother putting out an Xbox One X.
Exactly.
They
what
wouldn't
I'm
bother.
saying.
It's like we've already seen
we've
seen console makers just like, all right, this ain't working for free. We've seen what Nintendo
Con-
did to the Wii U.
Let's be
But
real
this is
here.
Microsoft. They're not going to operate. They don't operate on a 5-year plan. They operate on a 10 to 15-year plan. Like this, they're not
That's
Dude,
going
not-
to.
Microsoft,
that's not
aren't they known for
You can't tell me that's not true.
Cutting the cord when people are
Well,
taking
first of
too
all,
long?
do you know you know business, right? So you just brought up the #1 goal in business, 5-year plan. You just said it. Every business is based off a 5-year cycle. All right, I'm
No.
I'm done. No, you good. You good. You know what you're talking about. I ain't gonna even get into that.
Okay.
There's no need to get into that.
We'll let it ride. Let's get
I'll leave it alone.
No, but the Xbox One X, the reason why that thing was created is to be comparable to a PC, so that it's sort of like you don't know, you really can't tell the difference when you bounce between the two of them. Like that's kind of
they
like
invested millions upon millions of dollars just so they could tell you, all right,
Exactly. Go get a PC.
go get a 1080 Ti. Like that makes no sense. Let's make
AMD
and Nvidia money. I would understand.
All right, then I'll ask you all. Why do you have a console under your TV? Then what is the ownership of an Xbox? Why
they want Windows 10 and Xbox to work hand to hand together.
Yes, so they can share the ecosystem, so everybody gets a Windows product.
What y'all trying to say, it seems like, all right, they're gonna stop selling Xboxes and rather you give your money to AMD and Nvidia.
Exactly.
When it comes down to it, Microsoft knows. But here's the thing, like,
no, that's not
the
it.
casual market is not going to PC. They're just not.
No, they're not. They need a console.
That's why what y'all saying don't make sense, because they're not going to go to PC. Because the whole purpose of the console is for
everyone on PC is a hardcore gamer.
No, that's not true either.
I highly doubt there's very few casual gamers on PC.
There's casual gamers on PC. I build PCs, trust me. There's plenty of people that don't know shit about PCs.
And this is where the confusion lies, because you got to think about it. You have people who got gaming rigs.
If you're building a rig to play a game, you're a hardcore gamer, point blank.
I just said there's people I build PCs for who don't know shit about PCs.
One of the things that
they have money and they're yuppies and they want all the bells and whistles and don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, like me, I got all the bells and whistles, and I can't do nothing after it. Like,
casual gamer does not care about PC gaming and all that other stuff. Then why would you invest in this $500 console? Why would they make a hardcore console?
Because they don't. Because they want those people.
What a casual gamer is first.
What is
everybody's definition? What a console gamer is?
A casual gamer.
I don't know. Everybody has their own thing.
Consider a casual gamer?
My friends that I consider casual.
Somebody plays on a phone.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm talking.
My casual friends, people that I consider casual gamers, they only play
a little bit of this.
Out of my friends, they only play 2K.
Yeah.
They only play fucking. They might only play Halo or Call of Duty. That's it.
That's casual. I agree.
They don't know about this online shit. They don't know nothing about
any of those games big on PC. Any of those games, any of the casual games on consoles big on PC.
No,
Call of Duty ain't big. I don't even think they have an up-to-date Madden, do they?
not in like 10 years.
There's no Madden.
They got it.
You talking about casual gamers versus getting that money though?
And the thing is,
PUBG, dog.
I'm sorry, but I think if you put that kind of if you want a game on PC at all, that you want to play on PC for its benefits, not because
no, it's called stepping your shit up. Some people want to go to that next level.
But
that's
if you don't, that's my point.
It's for the enthusiasts.
If you don't know what to step up to, then why? I don't get that. I don't get that logic. Like, how are you not a hardcore gamer if you're not knowing to step your game up? Like that, your exact sentence. If people don't know shit, then what are they stepping up?
That doesn't make you hardcore. That makes you an enthusiast. It's a difference. Hardcore is when you know exactly what the main beast is and you go for that. That's hardcore. Stepping your game up just means you're an enthusiast who wants to start excelling to becoming hardcore. It's a little bit of a difference there.
I think we just have different terms with hardcore and casual.
See, here's what I look at. I look at
it
things.
Makes you an enthusiast. You're confusing an enthusiast for a hardcore person. If I want to go from 1080p to 1440p, I'm an enthusiast. That means I want a little bit more than what I'm getting. That's all that means. I can still be casual and be an enthusiast.
Yeah, you want the best version of like
I just want my shit to look better. Go to new TV. I can agree with that. Go to new TV. I walked in the store and they told me that this version of the Xbox will make this shit look better on my TV. I don't know nothing about resolution, pixels, yada yada yada. I'm an enthusiast. I want the best looking shit. Give me that. That's an enthusiast.
Why did the Steam machine fail?
The Steam machine failed because it was intimidating. It was technically a PC.
No, and it's using Linux, so they had to port over a lot of their Steam games to support Linux. It wasn't a Windows based. There were some Windows based ones, but the main thing was they were pushing Linux on it, and that was the problem. That all those games are Win32 games, or they're programmed for Windows PCs, and a lot of them they had to port over.
Yeah, but Windows is using Linux too, so I don't even understand the problem.
We're thinking too much about that. Look, the reason why there's always
Linux. No, they had Linux.
Linux is pretty much on everything. Linux is DOS.
I know, but the whole Steam library was not coded for Linux, so they had to.
I'm gonna leave that alone. Yeah, we get like into binaries and.
Well,
you're thinking too hard about it. Like, there's a reason why there's only always 2 or 3 consoles on the market. At some point, it gets convoluted. You know what I'm saying? You can't, and we didn't hardly see any commercials for the Steam box. And on top of that, like I said, there's already three console makers on the market that are making games that people want to play. Like, there's not enough room for that. If Microsoft or whoever, Sony or Nintendo, decide to go away tomorrow, there's going to be somebody that steps up, whether it's Apple or Google or something like that, because
Amazon,
Amazon or whatever, because they know that the market is only fit for 2 or 3 consoles at a time.
Look, the bottom line, though, to answer the question, the Steam box failed because the shit was just too expensive. You can't market something as a console, and it should be $800, $1,000. It's too expensive. It was too expensive.
That's true too.
People said, if this looks like an Xbox, I'm just gonna get an Xbox and save a couple dollars. Casual.
And that crazy controller too.
A casual machine to somebody for $1,000. It's not gonna work. It was too expensive. Period.
Okay. Well, I was just curious because I just. But speaking of, we were talking about Xbox. Anybody see the new Taco Bell commercial?
Nah.
Talking about Xbox, have you seen Taco Bell?
There was a commercial. Like, I thought it was dope. Cool cameos from. Unfortunately, they had the Crackdown cameo. It was like, oh, okay. They must didn't get the memo, but they had the Crackdown cameo, the Gears of War, Halo, the Shadow of War, and I thought it was cool to, like, to get some of the proper awareness out for the Xbox One X. And I'm hoping to see more relative to the Xbox One X in actual marketing in regards to it, to see how they do. I'm interested to see what this thing's gonna do. We're less than 60 days away for experiencing true 4K on console.
Oh my goodness.
So I just want to say something for the record real quick.
Go ahead, Cycle.
Nobody told me anything about this PC stuff. I just want to say that for the record. I'll tell y'all why later, but I'm going to say that for the record. Nobody said anything to me about the PC thing in Xbox. Nobody said that to me.
Oh, okay.
It's my opinion.
It's your opinion. Good. Because right. we would have had some words like that. So,
it's an opinion.
So cool. No insider. So pretty much what prompted Cycle to say what he said was everything related to his opinion, not some insider. So
thank you. Yes.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yes.
So
exclusive.
Is everybody in here getting the Xbox One X other than Gaming Addict?
I got mine paid for. Already.
Yeah, I pre-ordered. I'm gonna be a wait and see. I just want to see more. Maybe next.
I can't even lie. I'm gonna make my confession here, because people gonna get mad at me when I say that shit anywhere else. I actually pre-ordered the Project Scorpio version, and I'm thinking about buying a regular one too.
Yeah, I'm doing. I'm not gonna lie. I want to do the same
I'm like
thing.
Smooth. When Smooth said that, I was thinking the same thing. I don't want to open that shit.
You gotta buy one for every 4K TV.
Yeah, I just don't want to open it. I don't want to open it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna want to open it or not. If they're never gonna make another one again, it's like
and pre-order that shit. I'm telling you.
So yeah, but the thing is, and I hopefully the Xbox One S stand. If my Xbox One S stand works for the the Xbox One X, then I won't open my Project Scorpio edition. Because that's the only thing I would want out of the box. You know what I mean? It's
but that's what made me get it too. There's like all this extra shit come in the box for the same price. I'm like, I can't be getting Zod on that. I gotta get that.
Yeah,
I gotta get
that.
I
mean, the logical part of me is saying wait until I upgrade my TV, but the gamer side of me is like pick that shit up.
Wait.
The gamer side gonna win.
Psycho, what kind of TV you got?
I don't know. It's a 240 hertz Samsung TV, and I love that motherfucker. I'm enjoying it.
Well, if it's 240 hertz, that's definitely a 1080p joint, but it's all good.
Yeah. It's 1080p. Yeah, it's 1080p.
Tell us how the downsample works. The super sampling.
You'll be the downsample guy.
Yeah, I'll do that. Right.
Yo, but I ain't gonna lie, that downsampling ain't bad though. Like you could really like chill with that. It ain't like you gotta go get 4K with the downsampling because unless the game is using 4K textures, you're not really missing nothing on that.
Yeah, exactly. It's only the games that are supporting the 4K upscale, the 4K.
4K textures, then you gotta kind of like go ahead and start playing yourself and get that.
Like, yeah, Sunset Overdrive is not one of their supported games. Like, you'll play that, it'll load faster and stuff like that, just to the drive.
Yeah. I think by November I'll probably upgrade anyway, so it don't.
You might as well do it. You might as well. Come on in, man. Come on.
Yeah, I would either have to get like a Beast TV or spend $1,200 on a 4K HDR monitor. So.
I just think it's very interesting on how they're going to go marketing this thing forward, in the fact that they're saying this is the best place to play. They're really undermining their S. And it's like, well, what's the S then? You know, if this is the best place to play on Xbox, the best resolution, well, what's the S now?
The S to the X is what
the lowest resolution of everybody.
Yeah, it's the entry level Xbox. That's
the S, like Don Matrix said. You know what I mean? If you don't want 4K,
we got an Xbox
if you don't want true 4K gaming, we got an Xbox for you. You know what
I mean?
Sub 1080p gaming, we got an Xbox for you.
That's when the guy sells it. Well, yo, what kind of TV you got? I don't know. It's like some TV I have 5 years. Get the S.
We get the S.
Yeah, get the S.
720. Yeah, we got it.
Speaking of sub HD, Ark running on PlayStation 4, and I don't know what the resolution is. I think is it I know on PlayStation it's running like 680.
What?
The Ark Survival, a retail version, Final Code, running at like 680p. I think that's the first. Like they would.
How does that happen, though, man?
We got like
those dinosaurs, man. It's all those dinosaurs.
They got some weird stuff they be doing to clear their games.
It's about 680p and it can't hit 30 frames per second.
That is crazy.
I thought they fixed that. I thought they fixed it though.
No, they want to fix it.
Because I heard about that.
No, they got like you got choices. You got like some sort of a performance. You got like they got 2 modes, I believe. You got like a performance mode and whatnot that would at least almost stabilize the frame rate, but it's only worth doing if you're playing on a pro, and it's not even taking advantage of that for the most part, as far as like resolution wise.
Listen, real quick, I'm gonna tell you, I got, like I said, I used to repair consoles. I did it for a long time. Every now and again I do it. I got friends who upgraded and they be calling me, telling me some wild shit, and like I be wanting to tell them in a nice way, yo, you gotta stop using that vanilla PlayStation. You gotta upgrade. Because they joints be making some crazy sounds, noises. Game be doing shit that they ain't supposed to be doing. So they really need to tell
the original Xbox sounded bad too.
The original Xbox was quiet as shit.
It
a
was
lot of people's consoles were sounding crazy though. The
original Xbox One, like it's crazy. It's weird when I still see
it in, like, the original Xbox One had a lot of optical drive issues too. I didn't even do anything in my shit. It just stopped working.
It'll spit out the game.
The train will bug out.
Yeah.
So,
but it was quiet though. It was quiet.
Yeah, so the
Well, the S compared to the fucking original is night and
the
day.
S reminds me of like a albino Hershey bar, dude. Like, it does. It's just like,
and the power. Let's be honest, the power brick not being there no more. That's dope.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah.
Yeah, because that joint was like crazy. You could kill somebody with that thing.
yeah.
Oh my god.
I remember when the Xbox One first came out. They said with every Xbox One, you get a mini Xbox One.
Oh yeah, with the
oh my god,
brick,
even the Kinect, like
yeah,
all
the
the
power brick
wires are
looked
like
just like the Xbox One. The design, I'm like, what?
that Xbox One, man, the original one with the Kinect. The size of the wires, they were like 2 inches in diameter. They were thick wires, man. It was like
you tripped over that cord, forget about it.
the Kinect had a fan in it. Oh my god, that's
it did. It was a lot of work. The thing I ain't like about with the Kinect was like you seen like the red lights would be on like it, and you can see it. It used to spook me out.
yes, yeah.
Freaking, but the Kinect helped me. The Kinect literally got me on YouTube, so I can't hate it too much.
I like my.
Yo, you had a ball with that Kinect. I saw some of them throwback videos, kid. Wow.
Yeah,
The nerd gamer, and then
he had straight music videos, green screen, all that.
yeah, I know. I was like, how the hell does he do this stuff? With
I was saying this, yo, how do you get so creative with this damn thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
I keep telling him he needs to bring Nerd Smooth back, but he won't.
Nerd Smooth.
Yo, listen.
Now Nerd Smooth could be an Xbox One X fan. Like, I got the higher resolutions.
Nah, Nerd Smooth would still be a
No, when the Pro came out, I tried to convince this dude to make a Pro commercial with Smooth and Kid Smooth, Nerd Smooth.
It's hard to do because I don't have the Kinect anymore to double.
You know, no. You know what this dude tried? You got Sony Vegas.
I don't have that. I don't. No, I don't know how to use it either.
But
I'm still pretty much basic and simple on my videos.
Okay, first off, you can buy a Kinect cheap.
I probably
okay.
can.
Second off,
Yeah,
he tried to tell me the reason he don't do Nerd. He tried to tell me the reason he don't do Nerd Smooth is because he don't have a pair of glasses. Like, fam, shut up.
No, because the last couple pair of glasses I owned, my daughter broke. Like, so.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, really.
That's stopping Nerd Smooth, the glasses?
Yeah, because I gotta get the glasses. I gotta break them so I can retape them so they can work. Like, so it's,
all right. No offense, but we gotta move on.
Yeah,
because I got Destiny to play.
Yeah, we're pretty much done. There's no more to talk about.
I mean,
today,
we can talk about this real quick.
Yeah.
There was a video between me and somebody else, right?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna pose a question there.
Fix your mic first. Fix your mic first. You about to get serious.
Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, but you got like a little stack, like you moving.
All right, let me stop moving then. Y'all hear me good?
Yeah.
You hear you perfect.
I'm all excited. He's getting excited.
Yeah, he's getting hyped.
The hype is real.
Let me know how y'all feel about this. Now, for me, when a new generation comes, of course, I'm going to say, how big are the graphics going to be? How big of the jump is it going to be from what I have right now in my house right now? Right?
Everybody does that, yeah.
Everybody does that, of course. Now,
what's the question?
To me, once you get past, I haven't asked the question yet.
Building.
Once you get past that, initially, what do you look towards? For me, it's always been about
the killer app.
Yo, stop it!
Xbox,
Stop!
The Xbox and the PlayStation.
Already in there choking.
The Xbox and the Xbox and the PlayStation 4 have already been.
Nah, you gotta fix that.
Bro, you need an antenna. Get some foil.
Yeah, you gotta stop moving. Like, I could tell it's like you got an ear bulb on.
I don't know.
Now you gotta stop moving.
I need some aluminum foil. Oh my god.
Y'all hear about?
Yeah, you good. You good.
Oh man.
I just stop moving when I talk. I just stay here. Don't move. Now, for me, I'm always looking for the games. I'm always like, okay, I know the graphics going to be good. For me, the leap was already big enough as far as what was available on the Xbox and what was available on the PlayStation 4. The leap was already there. After that, I'm like, okay, where the games at?
Not really. I don't agree with that. The leap wasn't that drastic.
For me, it was. I don't think Rise or I don't think Rise could be done on a 360.
Oh, there's some games, yeah.
Yeah, some games that was just dramatic. Yeah,
as far as the way it looks, yeah. So for me, it's about where the games are. What I'm hearing from other people is we don't care about where the games are for the first 3 or 4 years.
Nah, that's not true, man. That's not true.
What's not true?
What did you just say?
I said from what I'm hearing from a certain individual is we don't care about what games are on there for the first 4 years. It's about the graphics, and then after the 4 years, then we care about the games.
Yeah,
that statement is contradictory though.
Yeah, it's complete. I know what you're talking about, because the thing is, last week me and Cycle we're talking about when the new console comes out, the first thing we're looking for is graphics. Every time we go to the next generation, we're talking about the looks, how games look, and blah, 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 blah. And people downplayed that notion with no, only for like the first couple years you worried about the graphics, and after that it's all about games, graphics. Nobody cares about graphics anymore. Like right now, nobody cares what Xbox One and PS4 games look like right now.
Well, that's actually true. Like, look, let me explain why that's true. When you brought a Genesis, I remember being a kid, right? Sega Genesis, the console itself used to actually have the 16-bit engraven right under where you stick in the cartridge to let you know that you upgraded from Nintendo, which was 8-bit, to 16-bit, which was a graphical argument.
Right.
So right away, when people used to say, I'm on Nintendo, oh, well, I'm on Genesis. What's the difference? Oh, Genesis is 16-bit. That argument was always there, and that's true. So whenever you hear about hardware, the first thing you want to know and you're going to talk about for the beginning of the life cycle is the graphics. That's true. That's definitely true.
Okay, so that's the graphics in themselves.
Yes, the graphics.
Like the difference in power from the generation. The previous
arguing resolution for what, 3.5 years until the Scorpio was announced. We were talking about resolution. People were saying resolution gate. Some people were saying resolution gate never existed. Some people are saying that the resolution is the graphics. I'm a firm believer that the resolution isn't the graphics, because you can take a game like Contra, put that in 4K, and the graphics themselves never change. It still looks like a blocky running gun game.
Well, the reason that you think that, and let me explain, is because you looking at the resolution as just a number when it's actually more to it than that. Resolution is not just the number, it's the capability of how far you can push the graphics. So the graphics might look the same on Contra because it got bumped up in numbers. But if you sit there and take the textures and add 4K to them, you need the resolution to actually show you those textures. So that's the argument. You see what I'm saying? 4K means nothing if the textures are not in 4K. But you need 4K resolution to show you the 4K textures. So that way the graphics can only
look like a blurry mess.
Exactly. So the graphics can only improve if the resolution is there to complement that. So you need resolution to improve your graphics. So, so resolution technically is graphics.
So we were arguing 900p versus 1080p.
Right.
Are we saying that like from back in the day, from my day, like back in, I sound like old man now. From back in my day, like games were actually, we were arguing graphical differences because the graphics were actually different. There were games that didn't even,
and that's the problem.
They had different. There were even different games that came out. They had the same name but different
different
games because the graphical capability of one console over the other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking about 900p versus 1080p this generation.
But you're not understanding why that argument was so prominent. The reason that argument, not even, no.
Oh, more. You're right. It was more money at first.
Xbox was more money. No, I'm gonna tell you what the cardinal sin was. You know, movie sins. This is like console sins. The cardinal sin was that the Xbox was more money, but not that it was more money. Whenever consoles come out in the same generation, they're usually the same resolution.
Yeah.
So the fact that the Xbox came out as if it was the same resolution, and we found out it wasn't, it had to eat a bowl of shit for that, because that's like that for generations growing up. Consoles always competed with graphics first, then
16-bit consoles, 8-bit consoles, 32.
Was 32. Yes, every generation it would double the bits. So you went from 8-bit to 16-bit to 32-bit to 64 to 128. Then we get here and it's like Xbox went 720, 900. Like, what the fuck? People were like, wait,
what is a tangible difference? Let's say a game like 2K. What's the tangible difference?
I'll talk to you guys later. You guys are talking about something that's been hit to the dirt 2-3 times. I'm playing Destiny. Peace.
Go ahead, man.
Nice talking to you guys.
Later.
Bungie. Yeah, I say that.
Yeah.
What's the tangible graphical difference between 2K on the Xbox and 2K on the Xbox on the PS4? Like, what's the tangible difference between those two?
Well, the difference would be the pixelation. The pixelation would be different because the resolution is different. One will look more crisp than the other.
Well, I think the NBA. I think there's some games that were equal, but there were too many games that Xbox performed under than the PlayStation.
Look, I get his point, and he's actually right. Psycho, I agree with you on this. This is one of the reasons I do it. No, wait, I get where he's going, and I agree with him on this. Yes, when you look at it, it ain't really that much of a difference. No. But here's the problem. The problem is that it's there. And the perception of power. That argument to the competitor by having those numbers there like that. Numbers can't lie. Yes, when you look at it with your naked eye, this shit might look the same to you. It really depends on the display and how you set it up. Yeah, it can actually not. You can look at it and probably not even tell the difference unless you see the button prompts. That's how close it could look. But because in most cases it was like that, then the argument was there to be made. Yes. For some of them games, you did see the difference, and yes, for some of them games, you didn't. It all depends on how good the developer worked the game.
Yeah, and some even ran better on the Xbox, like
right, because they chose to lower it, you know, right, to give you better performance. But I ain't gonna lie, let's keep it a stack now. In most cases, that was not the case.
No, it wasn't. That's the problem. It wasn't.
I saw a whole lot of cinematic 24p games on Xbox, and that was one of the reasons I used to complain about it because I didn't like that.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm glad that they actually addressed all of these things.
I just want to get your opinion on that.
Yeah.
All right, but
I think it's time to wrap up, man.
Let's get ready to get out of here. Yeah, I gotta try to enjoy the last couple hours of the day before I return to work tomorrow. So
yeah, me too.
Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 14 of Planted Xbox. And tune in next week. We'll have Jack Move Johnny. You'll hear about the recap of our epic 2K game that I'm going to beat him in. So that's going to be awesome. So look out next week. We'll have Jack Move Johnny here. Thank you, Jimmy, for showing up and supporting and being a voice on episode 14 here. So thank you. Appreciate you coming by.
Appreciate you having me, man.
And shout out to Gaming Addict. I know he was frustrated. He was itching for that Destiny. Shout out to Panda and Jez once again, as always, and Cycle. Thanks for coming through.
Pleasure, man.
Nice meeting you, Jez, and shout out to Cycle.
Yeah, nice meeting you, man. I'm gonna follow your channel. Where's your channel again? What you?
What? You don't know me, Mary? Nah, let me stop. Nah, Mega Games.
Hey, you gotta give your shout out, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So
follow me, I follow back.
Yeah, I'm just on Twitter. Yeah, that's it.
Well, you definitely don't. I don't know if you want to mess with me on Twitter. I'll be going crazy on Twitter on the Xbox community, man. You really don't like Xbox. I like Xbox.
I know and that's the challenge too. Like I really like Xbox, but you know, I just be critical of them sometimes. And people are like, "What the hell, man?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah, I'm critical too. I'm very critical.
But you guys have. Yep. You guys have a wonderful night. It's been a pleasure. Can we all get along? You know what I mean? Black, white, unite. We love you all. All right. It's Kiss Move. Xbox is the best box. I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. We out of here. Peace.
Yep.